guys. Okay, so I'm just going to give this a second to see myself in this group, and now that I'm live, I am live, and it is the right group. This is so funny. Have you noticed how every single coach that does any kind of a live video, the first thing they do is they go, am I in the right group? Even though you went into the group to press live, the first thing you think is, I'm on my profile, and that's going to be strange for my people. Hi, everybody. Hi, Lindsay. Oh, that's a familiar face to see firsthand. That's exciting. I'm just setting up, giving everybody a chance to jump on. All right, so we're going to talk about a big topic, but I will not take a lot of your time because it is 2:30 in the afternoon here, which makes it about 7:30 in the evening for you guys. My name is Ellie Moore. I am from Canada, and I just celebrated my 4th coaching anniversary. I'm a 2-time elite coach, and Team United Empire is our little gig. We finished top 6 in Canada last year, and I'm a 5-star diamond in my primary, 2-star diamond in my secondary, and I love this business. Really love it. I really like talking about kind of the moving parts of the business. I am not a very inspirational person, and there's a lot of very inspirational coaches. I'm just not one of them. I am much more the meat and potatoes type coach. I am a problem solver. I like numbers, I like stats, and I like executionable things. I like to think that I empower more than inspire, because like inspiration is really cheap. You can find inspiration really quickly and it doesn't last, but empowerment is what you want. You want to have something actionable and powerful that you can take with you and move forward. And this is what I'm here to speak about. A huge thank you for being invited to speak to you guys. It's a huge privilege. It's also a little nerve-wracking because you guys are just brand new. And I think as Canadians, and Jamie touched on this a little bit, as Canadians, we have a special soft spot for the UK because you guys are just like the new kid on the block. But just 4 years ago, we were the new kid on the block, right? So we understand what it's like to be just super brand new. And it's a special place to be, and it's exciting. And you guys are there. All right, so I'm going to get straight into it. We're going to talk about really your income. So before we talk about the income, we can't have our Department of Compliance have a cardiac arrest. So we're going to quickly say this, even though it's written above in the description. Beachbody does not guarantee you any level of success or income from the Team Beachbody Coach opportunity. Each coach's income depends on his or her own efforts, diligence, and skills. You guys have heard this before. It's so important. It's such a it's really a comforting thing to say to yourself and to other coaches. This is not, I cannot promise you success. I cannot promise you income. I cannot promise you anything. When you sign up to be a coach with me, or when you sign up to be a challenger with me, I can't promise you abs. You can come to abs, and I have abs, and you could want a 6-pack abs, but I can't promise it to you because maybe you won't do it. So then I don't know what to do for you. I can just give you what I did that worked for me. But if you don't do it, your way, it's not going to happen. If you don't work out, you're not going to get the abs. The same exact thing. This is the best thing ever because it's just truth. And that's the truth for any kind of business. And this is what I'm here to talk about, the income and the business. So there are many types of kind of direct selling businesses out there. And they all have a lot in common. Most of them have the exact same elements. For example, you might have done them before. And it's a huge pivot to come from one business that you might have had, a home business, maybe a direct selling business, and then to come to Beachbody and, be really into this. You will have to pivot more than people who've never owned a business because we are really, really different in the way we work. And there's one simple reason for that. We are a service-based business. And the more you frame in your head and connect this phrase to your income, the better off you will be long-term. You are in a service-based business. Either direct selling opportunities out there are not in a service business, they're in a retail business. So what are the differences? Basically, when you sign up with them, you get, like a startup kit. and you get perhaps inventory, right? Perhaps you're going to do home shows or unboxings in your home, or you're going to show people what it is. Like if it's a jewelry line, you're going to have all the jewelry, just so you can show people what's coming out. Then a new jewelry line will come out, and you're going to have to get that in inventory too, and you'll carry that cost, and you will then kind of either sell it off or show it to people. That's retail-based business. And for that, it's a totally different marketing than a service-based business. And you have to divorce your mind from that mentality altogether. You are not retailing anything to people. Whereas if I had a jewelry store or a jewelry business or a jewelry direct sales business, and somebody came to me and I was like, well, this is a beautiful piece of jewelry. I think it's going to look so good on you, and that like big wedding you have coming up, and they purchase it from me, that's kind of the end of our relationship. Like, I'm not going to have a lot of follow-up with this person. So how's your jewelry going? Are you wearing it well? Do you like it still? It's been 6 weeks. Do you feel any different? I'm just going to be like, I'm so glad for you. Show me a picture of you wearing it so I can feature you on my social media or something, right? And then when something new releases, I would be like, hey, did you think about getting some earrings? But there wouldn't be like more to this. The big thing will be them purchasing it, and then the rest will be just like done. For us, the purchase of the whatever it is, the challenge pack or just streaming, is only just the beginning. Like the work is not in the retail. The work is after that. So it's a totally different marketing, because you're not trying to have this one transaction with them and move on to the next person for the next transaction. The beginning of our relationship is at the transaction, really, truly, right? And then it will go for like, what, a year with Beachbody On Demand, right? Forever if they're in your free group. That's a really important thing to keep in mind, is that you are marketing yourself, sure, but you're marketing yourself as a service provider. And that's really important. And that's what makes us different. And that makes our income opportunity also different. So if you were to retail, you would retail potentially faster because you would retail product. But instead, you're retailing a service, and let's talk about the service you're retailing. It's a vulnerable kind of service. No matter what your customer, your ideal customer wants and sees in you, they have to get vulnerable with you and tell you they don't have that. And it's not as easy as saying, oh, I love your hoop earrings. I want some of those. It's just earrings, right? They're going to have to come to you and say, hey, that post you made about anxiety, your marriage, your parenting, it hit home with me. I feel like I'm in a rut. I feel like I yell at my children all the time. I feel like my anxiety is keeping me up at night. I feel like I'm self-medicating with a whole bunch of stuff that's bad for me. I need help. See how different that is? If you are like retailing a product, how easy it is to go and grab that product from somebody. But if you're retailing a service, if you're offering a service, somebody needs to own up that they need that service, and they must come from a vulnerable space. They will not do that for a stranger. They won't. They will not come to you as a stranger and go, I'm depressed. I'm anxious. I think my marriage is in trouble. Help me. They wouldn't say that to their sister. They're not going to say that to some like weirdo on the internet who's like, see my abs? It's totally different, right? So you have to get to that point with every single person, which seems like that's a whole different journey, isn't it? Than saying, look at these awesome hoop earrings that I have. Do you need hoop earrings, right? There's a lot more to fitness than the abs, like a lot more. My own story, I came into Beachbody 100% as a customer. I watched friends of mine coach for 2 years, zero interest. Like nothing about what they posted for a second appealed to me, to the point where I was screenshotting things they were posting and sending them to them and going, like, that's like, oh my gosh, you're just birthing rainbows. That's terrible. Because to me, it was like, it wasn't hitting the right note for me. I mean, maybe I wasn't like a super kind, supportive friend. I did buy from my coach yoga booty ballet DVDs. Like if you go to BOD, like all the way to the beginning of time, you will find that. And because I like yoga and we didn't have anything else back then, so I was like, I'm never going to drink that shake she's selling. I don't want to be any part of her challenge groups. I think she's insane. But she's my friend and I love her. So I'm going to get some DVDs from her and then like check off the box of good friend and then move on with my life. So that was the only thing that appealed to me. She was like, you should get it with Shakeology. And I was like, that's a trick and I'm not falling for it. So I bought those DVDs. You guys, I'm not even kidding. The box arrived. I opened the box. It had like 650 DVDs in it, like from the 90s. Super outdated when I bought it. I looked at them. I was like, and then it had a ball and you had to inflate the ball. And I didn't have a bicycle pump. So I didn't open the DVDs. I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready. It wasn't my time. This wasn't my program. Nothing my coach could have said or done to convert me into anything. A challenge or nothing. I stopped at a ball that needed inflating. I didn't even know for what workout you'd need the ball. It could have been for the last workout, but I didn't wait to see. I didn't even try. I left the box closed. And this is the funniest part. I've never opened those DVDs. Even now, 4 years into coaching, this is my full-time gig. Yeah, never opened that. But then what happened? Another year went by. And PiYo got released. And my coach started talking about PiYo. And she messaged me and said, hey, and under her breath, probably, you big giant waste of time and you loser. And I deserved it because it was the worst. Look at this workout that's coming out. I think this is for you. I think this is for you. I watched approximately 20 seconds of the PiYo infomercial. And I messaged her back and I said, I don't know who this blonde is, but she's older than me and she looks insane and there's time for me. She's clearly older than me. She looks amazing. I don't. There's time for me to do this. I'm doing this. And I jumped in as a coach with a PiYo challenge pack with Shakeology. No intention to really coach other people, but I wanted 2 months of Shakeology. So I wanted to do the full program completely properly with Shakeology. I was like straight up coach. Within 6 weeks, I was actually coaching. And in my second year, I went elite. But if she had left me at the times I was sending her screenshots of like her posts and going literally, and then buying DVDs from her and then just like totally turning down the challenge pack, making fun of it even, telling her it's a scam, and then not doing anything with that. And even when I bought PiYo, and became a discount coach, I didn't even participate in a challenge group. I didn't even like check in because I was like, oh, that's ridiculous. I don't need support, which actually I was okay without it. But I wasn't even a valuable challenger and a support to others. And yet, here we are 4 years later. The smartest thing she could have done was message me that day. No matter how many times I had turned her down and made fun of it, smartest thing she did was follow up and say, hey, this is for you. And of course she was right because she knew me. So this is where the big picture is. And to too many of us, we approach this business with a retail-based mentality. I'm going to approach somebody and I'm going to offer them my product. And then they're going to say yes. But then they say no. Because they say no. For 1,000 reasons they say no. And when you keep getting no's, well, it's not fun. It's not fun to keep getting no. But maybe you're asking the wrong question. So this is where I want to come in, and this is where I want to help you pivot away if maybe you are falling into the trap of, I need this many Success Club points per month. Yes, Success Club is the #1 indicator of how your business is growing. But it doesn't mean you need to do it instantly and do it hard. Of course, that's the ideal case scenario. But that's something you can build to. That's something anybody can build to. And in a business based on patience and time, that's your biggest advantage. People are quitters. People are quitters. They quit their marriages. They quit their fitness. They quit their relationships. They quit their diets. You're going to hear them talking about keto, and then you're going to hear them talking about some magical drink they're drinking, and then they're putting on patches. They're constantly doing something. They're only doing something because they're constantly quitting something else. It's the same with coaches. People quit coaching all the time. And I have a very selfish theory on that. My theory is good. Quit. Excellent. because you're going to leave behind customers that are disappointed, and they will stumble on my page, and they're going to see me, and they're going to see how I haven't quit for 4 years, and they're going to see how my journey is steady, and my journey is strong, and my conviction is powerful, and they're going to go, oh, well, I wish I'd met her first. She's obviously got this thing. I'm going to go to her. And then they're going to become amazing challengers for me because they'll know better. So to me, it's like, if the only thing I need to do in this business is keep working on myself and literally outlast everybody else, I will outlast you all. I'm not going nowhere. And if people stand in my way, I'm a freight train going down the hill. You move out of the way, get on board, or I'll run you over. It's really simple. Business to me is really simple. I know what I want. I know what it takes to do it. I need to get better at doing it. And if you stand in my way, I'll run you over and I won't look in my rearview mirror because I'm busy helping people. I'm way too busy helping people to be worried about who is like standing in front of me going, you shall not pass. I'm sorry, what? Roadkill? Who? So with that attitude, here's what I want you to do. Number one, I want you to look at the personal development you're doing. Jimmy touched on this when he spoke about do personal development for yourself and for your business. It is so important to read books like You're a Badass and Girl Wash Your Face and Get Over Your Damn Self and Go Un-F Yourself, all those things. Excellent books. But don't just stay there. Those are books that are supposed to raise you up into telling your network that you are a coach. Those are not the books that are going to help you own that, right? So if you need the confidence to even tell people you're coaching, that's the book you start with. But don't read those books for the next 4 years so that you feel good about yourself, right? You need to do more than feel good. You need to act like a business owner to generate an income. Business is very simple. Business doesn't discriminate. Business either works or it doesn't. So you need to pivot yourself from an empowering standpoint where you believe that you can do this to an actionable standpoint where you're actually doing something. And it's measurable and it's with a plan. And it starts with the first conversation you have with somebody. It is very bad for your psyche to go in and message strangers and invite them to challenge groups. You will get more no's than anybody on the planet. And it's not a numbers game. It is not, that was like 2007 before I was even a coach. It is not a numbers game. It is not about messaging 100 people and asking them the same scripted question. That's just signing yourself up for wasting your time and getting 100 no's. It's about being smart. It's about knowing what you can do to help somebody and speaking on that topic. Jamie talked a lot about the 4 vital behaviors, about setting up your reputation. So if we look at your business, so we've decided that you're into this for business, for income. I'm into this because I help people. Absolutely. All of us are here. We don't need to convince ourselves of that. But I'm also into this to generate an income because I stay home. So this is like my entire income. This replaced my 7-year career with the Ministry of Health. This is a substantial income for me. I can't slack off and lose it because what will my family do, right? And as you grow, you might get people helping you. You might have a virtual assistant. You are now actually employing somebody. You might have a social media company. You are now helping other people have a job. Your responsibility gets greater and greater. So this business part is really important and you have to own the responsibility of owning your business, right? Number 2 is your transformation. So if you've decided to have this business and you need to get this business to generate income, you need to look at what your business is. You're in the business of changing lives, but you're in the business of showing how your changed life can influence their changes. So stop right now and think to yourself, how long have you been a coach and what has fundamentally changed in your life? And how measurable is it? If you're in the business of transformations and you are not transforming, you don't deserve yet to own a business because you are on your personal journey and you need to master the transformation for yourself. No one deserves anybody to trust them with anything until they've learned until they have value. If you can't show your transformation, if there isn't a physical or emotional or some sort of a transformation that's measurable, you have no business helping others yet because you haven't figured it out yourself. And that's not mean. That's not to say you need a six-pack. That's not to say anything. It's just to say that in a business of transformations, check your transformation. Are you expecting other people to go and lose the weight they want to lose, but you haven't? Are you expecting other people to join you and become anxiety-free, but you are still self-medicating with wine, with sugar, with whatever? Are you expecting your challengers to do things a certain way and you are not getting any results and doing other stuff? Business based on transformations. And that makes this business harder. It's not as easy as putting on cream or putting on a patch or like not eating. It's hard. You need to show up and you need to do physically hard work sometimes. I mean, are you and you lift for? Like who else feels like, I think like I have asthma, but it's just muscles hurting. That's hard to do. But that's what cuts down the field, right? Not everybody can actually get that transformation, but the people who do are the ones that deserve the business. So if you get yourself in awesome shape, emotionally, physically, whatever, you will move your business forward. That's a good check to have, right? That's a really good check to have. So your transformation has to come before the business or your business won't last. It simply won't last. People will come and go from your business. As a coach for 4 years, I've had challengers join, quit, join, quit, join, quit for 4 years. They do it, it gets really hard, they quit. They try something that's like a quick fix. It's amazing for 2 weeks, and then it sucks so bad, and then they backtrack, and then they keep seeing me on their profile, and I'm continuously transforming, totally changing, growing, becoming different. I don't backslide. And then they go, if I had just kept going with her, I would have been that further along. So they rejoin. Because I'm consistent, and it's not about keeping people with you forever, but it's offering them what forever looks like if you don't quit, and letting them do whatever crazy stuff around that they want to until one day it just all clicks for them and they become an awesome coach, hit diamond for you, and grow your downline. And that happens all the time. Sometimes people will sign up as a coach like 3 times under the same coach, and on the 3rd time they explode. Because somehow that's what they needed to do. That's what it took, right? And that's their journey. But if you never quit, they'll keep coming back because you're proof it's working. So your transformation is the second thing towards income. Now, you guys, you can do the 3-day refresh and get a 3-day transformation. So don't tell me like, oh, the 80-day obsession. Oh, I can't do it. Okay, well, maybe you can't do the 80-day obsession. Maybe you'll do, like in a year, maybe you have developed the discipline to do a monster like that. What's the excuse for the 3-day refresh? You can't do the 3-day refresh and show people a 3-day difference and be like, yo, I did this. It's amazing. Right? That's a change. It's an easy change. In fact, if you just drink Shakeology every day, you will have a change to talk about. Even if it's like your bathroom habits. Laugh all you want. People really find the bathroom habits important to talk about, because bloat and women, we know. You can talk about that. That's a transformation, right? Okay, so you've got your business you've decided to run. You've got your personal transformation driving your business. No, you don't have to wait a year to have retail because you had to, like, it took a year to get abs. You don't have to do that. You can do a 3-day refresh and have a transformation. 21-day fix is 21 days, right? You don't have 3-day refresh in the UK. I was wondering that when I said, okay, so the next best thing is the, clean week. You're going to have to double your time and do clean week. And if you eat the meal plan for clean week or the containers from Fixate, and you do a 7-day workout and you don't cheat the containers, you're going to have a 7-day transformation. And even better, because you're going to have weights, you're going to have some pretty sweet videos to post. People like video of you like doing things with weights. You know why? Because you don't look like you're doing anything much. Like, watch anything. Watch my videos doing 80-day obsession. I'm watching them and I'm like, they are sped up and it still looks like I'm not doing anything. But that's good because people see that and they're like, but that doesn't look hard. How hard can it be? That's good. Yes. How hard can it be? Come find out how hard can it be. I'll help you survive it once you realize, oh my gosh, it's like actually really hard, right? So that's good. There you go. Free week, clean week, 7 days. Boom. And then guess what? They come to you and now they want to talk about it. Okay, here comes your reputation. People will spend money when they have faith and trust in the relationship, when you have a reputation. Now think about walking up to somebody, maybe in your neighborhood or in like your children's school or somebody that you know, and you go up to them and you go, hi, I'm Ellie. And they look at me and they go, Ellie, I've heard about you. Does that happen in a week or a month? It doesn't. Like to the point where you walk into a supermarket and somebody runs up to you and goes, ah! And I'm like, God, I don't know who you are. My children are scared. And they're like, I was in your free group 3 months ago. Oh my God, I totally fell off the wagon. I need to get back. And I'm like, I have no idea who you are. Oh my God, it's so good to see you. But does that happen? No, that happens 4 years in. Like your reputation happens within 4 years. I lost 25 pounds and got abs. I have a reputation because I'm pretty open about what I do, which you can see on my profile. Like, it's pretty obvious what I do. I have children and I'm into fitness. Welcome. That's about it. But I'm fun about it, so that's cool. So people know that about me and there's a reputation, and so they trust the process. You can't expect to have that in the first month. Not without a transformation to prove it. Not without not quitting. Not without showing other people's transformations. Transformation Tuesday has driven my business for 4 years because every single Tuesday I post a transformation and I'm like, I'm so proud of this person who did this thing. I do this thing for other people. Oh my gosh, this is amazing. If you don't have challenges wheeling your transformations, which is like the number one excuse, oh, no one wants me to show their transformation. Well, yeah, of course they don't. They will one day when they coach themselves. But in the meantime, look into your team. Message your team. Hey, guys, who's got a great transformation for me to share? Look up on their pages. Just get permission from people, right? Like, unless it's public. In which case, you can share it. Like, you can be proud of someone you've never met because you know what they did. You are doing it too, right? Just don't go splashing like, she did lift 4 and drank Shakeology. Don't tell them what they did. They got fit. And you can help them get fit too in a way that works for them. Message me for more details. So all you got to do is just show up and show that you're not leaving. And then those people start to build that reputation with you. It's not their time when you decide. It's their time when something bad happens. They get into a change room, like they see you working out that morning and they scroll past like, oh my God, Ellie's working out at 6 o'clock in the morning. I hate her, but I can't delete her either. It's weird. Scroll, scroll, scroll. Then they go shopping and they get in the change room and oh my gosh, those skinny jeans, it's not good. And then they look in the back mirror and it's like totally not good. And then like the assistant is like, you look great. And they're like, oh my God, it's not good. Or later that night, their husband's like, is that new? Is it too small? Like something bad happens. Or, God forbid, they get a tag, like, you know, you're on Facebook, and it's like you get this pop-up notification. So-and-so tagged you in a photo. And you're like, oh my God. Oh, what photo is this? Because you're horrified of what the photo is that you didn't, like, permit. And then you look at the picture and you're like, that can't be me. Like, there's a certain side profile of me that when I see it, I'm like, why do I look so much like a man? How can I be so girly and look like a man from this one angle? It's so weird. And you always think that's going to be the angle somebody's tagging you on. But that happens to them and it pops up and they see themselves and they're like, this can't be. Who is the first person they're going to think of? The annoying Ellie that was working out at 6 o'clock in the morning and they rolled their eyes at. Except now it's not funny. Now it's like, I'm going to do this. So you have all these conversations with people and you are just talking about what's going on, answering their questions. They ghost you like people love to do because nothing makes us more crazy than that. And then suddenly you get this message like weeks later, months, and somebody goes, all right, I'm ready, I'm in. And I'm always like, number one, who are you? And number two, what do you want? Because like I don't have a clue. Scroll up, scroll up, scroll up. Oh, we haven't talked for 6 months. And then I'll be like, okay, what's the bad thing that happened? I always say, like, what happened? Like, did something happen to make you, like, have urgency to get fit and healthy? Something's always happened. And I'm like, all right, well then, sometimes, and if it's a really bad thing, I always say to them, sometimes you need that. Sometimes you need to hit that bottom just to have something to stand on to push way back up. So this might be a good thing for you. This bottom might be just the place where you can really step and just kick off to go straight back up, right? So that's where your transformation comes in. And don't be hung up on the challenge pack thing. Best case scenario, this is how I run every single conversation. I get easily disheartened and I get easily bored. It's a terrible combination for a business owner. So I have to work against those things all the time. So this is how I challenge every conversation. My goal for every conversation, every single one, is tell them what I'm doing, educate them so that they don't think it's something else. So educate them on exactly what it is I'm doing and offer them something and put them somewhere. That's it. There is no sale in my strategy. I'm not hung up on the challenge pack. My big goal is to put them somewhere. Put them somewhere. What do I mean? You guys, I've done this for 4 years. I've never had to tweak it. I teach my team to do it. It's fantastic. So number one, when I meet them, is offer them something. Something. Value, encouragement, humor, a really funny gift, a free group, a recipe. So if they haven't approached me and they are not asking me about my challenge group, I am not offering them a challenge group. I'm offering them something else. Encouragement. Hey, I saw you doing this. This is really great for you. I've been thinking about doing that. Oh, you got a puppy. I'm about to get a puppy in January. There's no more hysterical person on this planet on the topic of dogs right now whatsoever. I can comment on dog pictures all day long. My husband's really excited. It's not a baby, but it's a dog because our kids are like bigger now. So, like if somebody has a new puppy, oh my God, you're going to get 675 messages from me because genuinely I'm vibrating. I feel that way about Disney as well. So that's like easy conversation for me. You going to Disney? Oh my God, pull up a chair and talk to me for 7 hours. Because that's like my homeland. Okay, so I'll offer them something. And then if I offer them something not connected to my business, I can come back a week later and go, hey, we were talking last week, so you stuck in my head. I have a free value, free group, an ebook of recipes, a recipe exchange group. Oh my goodness, you can offer 725 free things. Would you be interested? And they're like, of course. Who wouldn't be interested in something that's free after you talk to this person the week before? Of course. And I just put them somewhere. That's all I want. All I want is to offer something and get that person somewhere. Free group, freemium list of people that are interested. The sale is not important. The sale will come if they just stick around with me long enough because this is what I live and breathe. I will become their fitness person. I might be their free fitness person. How many of you have gotten this message? Oh my gosh, I love your posts. I'm so inspired. I joined the gym yesterday. And you're like, oh, I mean, this is a compliment, but I'm so hurt. 4 years in, I get those messages all the time. Like, you inspired me. I hired a personal trainer. And I'm like, oh my God. But that's amazing. You are getting people to take action. Now you're going to pivot their action towards a cheaper, more affordable, doable solution. But they're taking action. It's an excellent step. Now we're like, pivot. Oh my God. So now you can check in with them. Hey, how's your training session going? This is the workout I'm doing. In my last 2 weeks, these are the results I got. You've been going to your trainer for 2 weeks. What are the results you're getting? Hey, my meal plan is doing this. How's your meal plan going? Oh, you don't have a meal plan? That's right. You got a personal trainer, not a coach. Get that. Hey. Oh yeah, you're not doing a second month with your trainer because it's like a million bajillion pounds. Oh yeah, I get that. Hey, I have a free group. It's free and we have a meal plan. Would you like to continue your journey in my free group that's free and comes with a meal plan? I can put them anywhere at any time. Give me a person, I will find a place to put them. I just want them with me. I want them in my free group. I want them on my email list. I want them somewhere with me on my profile, with me, be surrounded by me. Sooner or later, I'm going to break down all your walls, and you're going to be like, she irritated me at the beginning, and now I can't wait to see her posts. Like a virus. But that's my strategy. It doesn't have to be yours. You don't have to have the personality of somebody who lives and breathes energized. I don't. I take it 4 days a week. But that's my strategy. And you can have a laid back, introverted strategy that's exactly the same. Meet somebody, give them something. If you've just met them, by all means, please don't give them fitness. Like, how awful would it be to run into a party and go to the party and then somebody walks up to you and they go, I have a free group. We're doing abs and squats. And you'll be like, are you saying I'm fat? Like, what? That would be terrible, right? But if you met someone at the party and they gave you a joke or something funny or complimented you, they gave you value. You felt good. And then later, you can put them somewhere by giving them something free again. If they're a friend, I will downgrade people to a free group from everywhere. I will start, like, if it's a friend who's ready and they're like, all right, I'm ready. My time has come. And I'll be like, great, I think you should get To Be Mindset with a challenge pack because I think you need the works because you're a slacker and I know you. And they're like, yes, I'm going to do it. They see the cost. Son of a gun, I'm not going to do it. All right, well, choose one or the other. Like, do you want to work out more or should we focus on your nutrition more? And then they'll usually just opt for like the challenge pack. Now we're talking friends here, not strangers, good friends you can be straight with. And then they go, oh my gosh, I was totally going to put in my credit card and you won't believe it. My dog just fell off the couch and then my 3-year-old fell on my dog and I just spent 5,000 pounds at the vet fixing my dog's broken back. And I'm like, these things always happen to me because obviously your dog getting really hurt is somehow about me. And then I'm going to go, okay, wow, that sounds really traumatizing. Good grief, $5,000. Okay, so do you want to just do a subscription? Like, do you want to just stream Beachbody on demand instead? And then later we can get a completion pack for you and get you some Shakeology when it's a little more doable? Oh no, you mean like you've actually maxed out 7 credit cards to pay for your dog's broken back? Listen, you need fitness more than anyone because you're about to hit like a financial wall disaster. You need to do some yoga or something. Or lift weights alternatively, depending on your personality. We'll discuss that later. Okay, do you want like a free trial? Do you want like a quarterly payment? I have a free group. How can I help you? And suddenly this person starts from give me the works, I'm going to spend all my money to, hey, it doesn't matter if I have no money to spend because she has somewhere to put me. And I'm winning because all I want is to put them somewhere. You guys, if you keep people close, they'll come around. They'll always come around if you're serving and helping them, if you're encouraging them, if you're occasionally checking in with them. And if you keep doing that, you're going to have those fast wins, people that are super ready and know and trust you already. And then you're going to have the people, the messages of people that you knew for a long time that suddenly message you and you would have never asked them. Like, you would have, that's the last person you would have ever messaged, like that person from high school that you never liked, that made you feel horrible, that you don't even know why they're on your Facebook, but you're scared to delete them. They are going to message you and they're going to say, I need your help, I'm ready. And you've been vulnerable on your profile and you've been real and let me tell you my struggle. And you're like, wait, we like each other now? That's weird. But that will happen with time. And in the meantime, a whole bunch of coaches are going to quit because people can't like take any kind of transformation time or business time or any kind of time. And then their customers are going to be like, oh man, but I really liked what I was doing, but my coach sucks. And then they're going to see you and they'll be like, oh, you don't suck. You're not quitting. And that's going to be good for your business too, just for not quitting. And at the end of the day, you're going to be 4 years in. You're going to be doing this full time, only if you want to. You're going to have life the way you want it. It's not going to be any easier. This business is never going to get easier. Like, it's going to get more fun, but it's not going to get more easier. You will have months 4 years in when you're like, Success Club 6, eh? 2-time elite. That was me in July. I was like, is that mathematically possible? Is it mathematically possible to be at Success Club 6 4 years in? How can I be hitting like 15 and 20s regularly? And I'm in, like, is that even like, Corporate, is that like a glitch? Am I missing like 70 sales? No, just like, no, yeah, it's because I took the month off. Yeah, okay, that happens. That still happens, but it's fun because you now believe in yourself and you know how the business goes. And then you'll sit at Success Top 25 in September and you'll be like, couldn't like 4 of you have like moved up or something? That will always happen. You're always going to be confused. Something new is going to come around. You're going to create beautiful systems and everything will change and you have to redo them again. People will quit. People will join. People will quit. People will quit to join someone else, which is worse. And then they're going to quit and join you again in 6 months. And people will be crazy around you. It's not your job to like what anybody else is doing. It's not your job to save people. Your job is to save yourself and like yourself and preach your truth. Then people will be attracted to you and you won't have to chase them. The best thing I heard at Summit last year was, I am not in the business of convincing people. I'm not. Oh my gosh, you think Shakeology is insane? Okay, well, I think carrying 25 pounds is insane for me. But we all have different opinions. So you think your thing, I'll think my thing. I'm going to keep going and posting because I'm a freight train. I'm going down the hill. And you have 3 options. You can get out of my way, you can get on board, or I'll run you over. And if you get that in your heart, if you believe in what you're doing to that extent, you are driving the train. Your income is based on your transformation and you are driving the train. That's the most comforting thing on the planet. Nobody can come along and take anything from you if it's all in your hands. And if you're sucking at your transformation, okay, well, you can fix that. Anybody can fix that. You just need to fix it. You don't need to wait on anyone else to fix it. You don't need to be coached by your upline to fix it. You need to read your meal plan, watch your To Be Mindset videos, and just do it. And if that's what it is, it's just you doing it, then go ahead and pivot your reading. If you've been reading things that are like, you're a beautiful unicorn, and you're like, I am a beautiful unicorn, I deserve a cupcake. Okay, that's not good, right? Go pick up some Gordon, the times 10 rule. The times 10 rule. He's going to scream at you for a bunch of hours, but you're going to be like, yes, yes, and that's good, right? So maybe you need to pivot your like PD, if your PD is enabling you to empowering, right? But that's where income is. In this business, it takes time. But can we also get real? You don't actually have any overhead. Like if you're one of those people who's like, I've been spending this much money on Shakeology and I haven't sold anything. Okay, well, I buy bread and tomatoes every month and I don't get paid for that. I mean, do you see how, you gotta eat, and you're choosing to eat Shakeology because it's making you feel good? That's not like it's not like an actual like a business thing. Like you have to like believe in it to help people, but you also have to eat. See, so it's not like an expense, right? Like tomatoes. You go to like the store and you're like, I've been eating your tomatoes for 4 years and I haven't made a cent. Well, no. It's the same with Shakeology. Like you can't be like, I've been drinking Shakeology and put it in your grocery budget then, right? Your overhead is the cost of your monthly coach fee. Do you have an inventory at your house? I don't. Come to my house right now and be like, oh my God, I'm short a bag of Shakeology. Can you hook me up? And I'll be like, no, I can't. We have 2 bags and there are 2 adults drinking it. I have to beat my children off of it because like, do not get into my rations, right? Beach bars. I have beach bars and I'm going to eat them all of them. I have Recover and I have Recover. I also have Energize. Can you tell? See? So that's not overhead. I am eating all that stuff and I look amazing. So my overhead is $17 in any training that I purchase. And the training that you purchase goes to the person you paid, not to your upline or Beachbody or anything. So that's really kind of your decision to grow yourself. See? So here you are. You need to work on your transformation. You need to pay your business fee. And you need to show people what's happening. And the income will come. You need to get that transformation and show it to people. And then people are gonna wanna do it. And when they don't do it right off the first transformation, they'll watch you continue your transformation and kick themselves for not having done it the first time you talk to them about it. And they're gonna opt into a free group. From there, they're gonna get Beachbody on demand. From there, they're gonna get a Shakeology completion pack. From there, they're gonna get a VIP unlock. From there, they're gonna try the performance line. From there, they're gonna be like, oh my God, I look amazing. Everyone's asking me what I'm doing, and you're gonna go, hey, you should coach. That's income in Beachbody. I have averaged Success Club 15 for 3 years of the 4. That's not a high number. It's a high number when you've never hit Success Club 6. But to put it in terms of I've helped an average of 7 people a month, that's almost embarrassing. But I've built a 6-figure business on helping 7 people a month with a challenge pack. You can build your business up to several people a month. I swear you can. And if you just hold it there, your business will thrive and you're never going to be overwhelmed. And maybe next year I'm going to go Success Club 50. But look at how far I've got. It's 7 people a month. And I love my body, and I'm turning 38 at leadership in 3 weeks. This is for you to do. And for me, it's time to go and pick up my children from school, because apparently this coaching thing cannot be 24/7. Very irritating. You have to compartmentalize stuff. But Melanie talked about that. So my window of speaking is closing and my window of parenting is opening. So I'm going to send you lots of love. If you have any questions, post them below. If you're getting an objection all the time, post it below. I'll do my best to help you, give you another angle. It's what I'm good at. Post any objections you might have below, unless I talked about it already, in which case I'll be like, hey, minute 78, I said that. All right, so love you and leave you. You guys got this. It's friggin' exciting. You're the pioneers. One day, you'll be like, I am a Beachbody dinosaur. I'm one of the first coaches to enroll when we opened. That's amazing. Stick it out. Look in the mirror. Are you happy with your transformation? Go get your transformation. It's the fuel to your frigging business and what you're going to make money on. I really have to go, but the last thing I'm going to tell you is I took the ugliest, most horrific before picture in the worst 2-piece bathing suit in the world. And I've earned multiple 6 figures off of it. Is that not the most ridiculous thing you've ever heard? For compliance's sake, Beachbody does not guarantee any level of success or income from the Team Beachbody Coach Opportunity. Each coach's income depends on his or her own effort, diligence, and friggin' skill. Also, truck driving down the hill skill. Bye, guys.